So one thing that I did to prepare for this night is go to open mic after open mic after open mic with my notebook, ready to note people's Instagrams and try to find some talent for this night. And this next artist, I was just so impressed with her presence, and she just had this sensitivity and tenderness and also this soulfulness and lived-inness. And I just had to book her, and she agreed to come. So please welcome to the stage. She's going to be accompanied by her bassist, Meredith Zall. Yeah? Valdoria.
I like to start with a song because it tells you something about me a little. I moved to the Pacific Northwest almost exactly a year ago, and I met Meredith here at an open mic last summer, but we've only been playing for like 2 months. And most importantly, every song I write is some kind of love song. I'm in love with life, I'm in love with having fun. I try to make conversation, I try to amuse. I've got a bad reputation for wanting you to come and save me. Give me some lovin', give me some lovin', save me. Give me a bit of release. Every song I write is some kind of love song. I'm not in the right, I'm in love with having fun. I try to make conversation, I try to amuse. I've got a bad reputation for wanting you to come and save me. Give me some lovin', give me some lovin', save me. Give me a bit of release, darling. Give me a bit of a, give me a bit of a, give me a bit of release, darling. Give me a bit of a, give me a bit of a bit of release. I circle round and round through a bright idea, talking to you. I didn't feel what's true until I couldn't breathe. I rambled on like a fool, so next time there won't be a story. I vacillate between true and hiding all my thoughts of you. Hiding all my thoughts of you. Touch me, turn off my talking, turn off my talking. Touch me, give me a bit of release. See me, I need your lovin', I need your lovin', save me. If love is a bit of release, darling, love is a bit of a, love is a bit of a, love is a bit of release, darling, love is a bit of a, love is a bit of a bit of release. I circle round and round through a bright idea, talking to you. I didn't feel what's true until I couldn't breathe. I rambled on like a fool, so next time there won't be a story. I vacillate between true and hiding all my thoughts of you. Well, hiding all my thoughts of you. Well, hiding all my thoughts of you. Yeah, hiding all my thoughts of you. Kiss me, turn off my talking. Kiss me, oh, give me a bit of release. See me, I need your lovin', I need your lovin'. Save me, if love is a bit of release.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming out and supporting local music. Appreciate it. So I know I started by singing a song that says every song I write is some kind of love song, but sometimes I write songs about my existential angst, and if I may shill a bit, I have an EP, and I'm not going to be playing any of the music off of my EP, but it's pretty good, and you can find it on Bandcamp. If you want that information, I have free stickers, and if you want to support, I also have paid stickers. Hello, I'm existentially angsty, this sticker here I have for sale. I have some sparkling existential angst stickers. So the other kind of song that I write are songs about my existential angst. If you're interested, talk to me during the break or after the show. And this next song splits the difference between love song and existential angst. I wrote it, I had a long bout of the COVID where I lost my voice for 6 weeks. And that really sucks for someone whose main expression is music. So I was listening to the audiobook of Dracula, but not just any audiobook of Dracula. It was it's called Powers of Darkness, because apparently when Bram Stoker had it translated to Swedish, they had a deal where they would rewrite it a little for the Swedish sensibilities. So Powers of Darkness is more or less like Dracula, but the Swedish version, I was listening to the audiobook retranslated into English, and it is actually different. It's significantly different. It's kind of shorter than Dracula. It's a little bit punchier, and they treat the vampires a lot more sexy. So just in case you're interested, Powers of Darkness. So this song was heavily inspired by my existential angst and the fact that I was reading this Powers of Darkness. There's a lot of imagery in it that was heavily influenced by that. It's called Saturnine Saturday, because I like alliteration.
Saturnine Saturday, you're so grave when your corpse animates again and again. You enumerate heartaches, curse that you wake, slurp your coffee, nurse your bitter feelings if you don't like the taste. Why do you waste your appetite drinking it in? If you don't like the taste, why do you waste your appetite drinking it in? Saturnine Saturday, when you wake battling muscular misery, can't you see the organism? The curse of your ancestral beast, churning out ghost after ghost to pile you up on machines, sluggish with blood, but crackling with electricity. Sluggish with blood, but crackling with electricity. Touch me and see, touch me and see if you can source the primal need. Longing's a chasm that we dig deep. Love's at the bottom, its gravity sings. Touch me and see, touch me and see if you can source the primal need. Longing's a chasm that we dig deep. Love's at the bottom, its gravity sings. Touch me and see. See if our gravity sings. Watch me and see if our gravity sinks. Saturnine Saturday, we're so grave, lying awake, enumerating nameless yearnings.
So I have a friend who told me I speak in lyrics even when I don't mean to. And the thing is, I think everybody does. I'm just listening. My brain's kind of a trap for that kind of thing. And then a couple weeks after that conversation, same guy was telling me about these fruit trees that he has in his yard, like this peach tree and a plum tree. And he goes, they go from blossom to rot in a day. And I went, blossom to rot? Huh, that's an interesting turn of phrase. And it started banging around in my head, and I'm like, it's a song. So this is Peaches and Plums.
Peaches and plums blossom to rot on the sidewalk. Oh, the luxury of my despair, painted there in the guts of the fruit you forgot. Are you the worm that aids in my decay? With all your sensorial churning, burrow inside the fat of my brain to feast upon an intimate yearning. Peaches and plums, decadent scum, fermenting fruit molded under my thumb. Oh, the luxury of my despair, painted there in the moonshine on which we get drunk, mouth stung with bitter flavor, the taste of you I savor. You libertine, you rake, I take and take and take all that you give, and still I live in longing. Peaches and plums, sweetness all spoiled by the blight it becomes. Oh, the luxury of my despair, painted there in the sin to which I've succumbed. You are the worm that aids in my decay, and all of my senses are burning. Burrow inside the fat of my brain to feast upon an intimate yearning. Peaches and plums, mouth going numb, sweetness all spoiled by the blight it becomes. Oh, the luxury of my despair, painted there in the guts of a sin I succumb. In the guts of a sin I succumb. in the guts, in the guts, in the guts, in the guts, in the guts of the sin, I succumb.
I wish I was better at tuning and vamping. I wrote multiple songs that referenced peaches. It's like my favorite fruit. My second favorite fruit is figs, but my favorite fruit is peaches. I wrote multiple songs with peaches in it last summer, I think because the super blue moon made the moon look like a moldering peach in the sky. So this next one I wrote shortly after the one that I just did. I had come back from an open mic. I was coming home from an open mic. I was driving home and I saw the moon looking like a moldering peach. And I'm like, that's interesting.
Had a hunger I couldn't identify. I was walking around in midnight, and the moon was a slice of a peach in the sky, tempting my unknown appetite. I wanted to call you up, but I knew the hour was late, and I fear what I hear in your voice on the line about as much as the words that we'd say. Hello, how are you? I'm doing fine. Is that so? 'Cause it's midnight. You were on my mind. Sometimes my mind is an endless void. Sometimes my mind is a maze. Sometimes my mind is a shallow pool reflecting a single thought's rays. And lately I've been finding traces of you scattered around every place. I'm not quite sure it's a thing you do or if it's a trick my mind plays. I try to tally up moments of truth, little proofs you mean what you mean, but they slip and they slide through my fingers and hide with desires that flow through my dreams. And the truth shines like silver and it glimmers with a purpose, and it's sinking ever deep beneath desire's rippling surface. Sometimes the way you come to me makes me a little nervous. You bleed into my melodies, but doesn't make it worth all of the restless nights, midnight appetites, jealousy, loving recklessly with wanting company. I want your company. Had a hunger I couldn't identify. I was walking around in midnight, and the moon was a slice of a peach in the sky, tempting my unknown appetite.
have one more for you. It has a little bit of a speakeasy vibe. This one's called Can't Help But Think of You. Don't know if my memory is sharpened or worn. The way it grinds incessantly over a thought. Half remembered, half imagined, fully concentrated, pure distraction. I don't know what to do, can't help but think of you. It's bewildering to me the time I consume, lingering in memory where I'm held by you. Though you grip me ever near, all your motives still remain unclear. I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, can't help but think of you. You profess to have a violent affection, called me beautiful, called me iridescent. I'm susceptible to all your machinations. When you're near me, I devolve to juvenescence. Do you still recall the words that you said to me? In your heart of hearts, you long to wake up with me. Just one touch from you is all that would undo me. You undid me, I'm unglued. I'm unglued. Oh. There should be no mystery in silence from you. Familiar story took away your offerings and then you withdrew. Did I get boring? Are my memories all distorted? What am I to do with love aborted? Though you leave my heart so blue, can't help but think of. Though you play me for a fool, oh, I can't help but think of how I wish your love was true. 'Cause I can't help but think Thank you so much. Meredith Zall, everybody.